has a different name for God or spirit or whatever, that love always flows through those who serve, and the more you serve, the more you're connected to that force. And I see other people that are in competition, and as you're saying, trying to snag other people's powers or abilities or things like that. That's all on a much lower level of self-discovery, you might say.
Yeah, when you set your goal very low, your abilities are limited as well.
Mm-hmm.
All you can do, that's just that much. So you are not really discovering about yourself, about the universe, about the whole world. So as a practitioner, we all have to, first of all, we need to know what we want, and then set up a high goal instead of, self-centered, that inch sight that you can see.
Mm-hmm. So the ultimate goal would be to be able to channel the energy of the universe or spirit or whatever you want to call it on the highest levels through you in service to others, and then teach them how to do the same thing.
For me, there's no separations.
Mm-hmm.
There's no separation about myself and others or universe. The separation make us, you build up a limitation.
Mm-hmm.
Those separations. So if we want to share all the love with everything we encounter, you take a walk, hiking, mountains, rivers, trees, everything you encounter, you share with them, not thinking about I'm separate from them. I'm getting energy from them. You are part of them. You're no different. When you share, you have much more power than you are individual.
Mm-hmm.
So when you merge it to oneness, the non-duality. There's no you and me and no accomplishment. What to accomplish? You are there. We built lots of obstacles. We built a jail surround us by ourselves. We just forgot we are the one built this jail. And then we lost our freedom. Yeah, do any practice, whether it's Qigong for health or spiritual practice, Taoism or Buddhism or any other religions, if your practice is not liberating you, your practice is basically useless. So liberation is mostly important.
So liberation would be from limitation or the concept of separation. Is that what you're moving towards?
You can liberation from the body, liberation for self-center, mm-hmm. liberation for our concept. Liberation for everything you do. And that does not mean, liberation, I want liberation, I should ignore others' needs, just concerned about myself. That's not really liberation. You need to
go back to
to free yourself from those concepts. Also, let me make one example. Recently, I did a seminar for the fundraising seminar for the stupa. This stupa is for world peace. Mm-hmm. And I was telling him, the stupa construction itself is not important, but important is we evoke ourselves to, practice generosity from within. But when you see all the practitioners, whether they're joining you to your group on your the Facebook or want to on your mailing list. But people, all the practitioners I see, very difficult in this country, in the West. I cannot say, everyone is the same, but it's very difficult to practice generosity. Without generosity, you cannot get any place because your heart is locked. You're not open your heart. When you open your heart, you can receive more. So generosity is one practice in our daily life, helping others to benefit all the sentient beings besides humans. So those is different practice, but people don't see those kind of practice. They only see, I sit on a cushion doing meditation or doing Qigong, empower myself. You cannot get very far. Everything is mind training. This is mind training. Qigong is mind training. Yi means mind. Gong is work, skill, method, effort, and achievement. Qigong is mind training. This is it is also techniques for awareness development and how to develop awareness. Lots of people practice doesn't pay attention to that. If we practice Qigong without develop awareness, you lost the essence of Qigong.
Yeah, can you define awareness as far as what you focus on to bring that awareness in, or what do you mean exactly when you're saying as you practice you have to do it with awareness?
Okay, when we're doing practice, for instance, most I teach is the first level of Qigong. First level of Qigong is spontaneous adjustment Qigong. Mm-hmm. And when you practice, you know exactly all the movement appear to you, because spontaneous is not you pre-designed in any form. It's spontaneous. It happened at that time, at that space, and the condition of your body, mind, spirit, and that moment and that time. So you may appear all kinds of movement, but whatever appear to you, you're doing, you know what you're doing. And that you also know why you're doing. The spontaneous adjustment Qigong to me right now is more teaching tool for me. Shows all kinds of movement. When this movement appears to me, I notice if I design any form, I can never design such perfect movement, fix certain issues. It's not necessary I have an issue, but show me the movement. And then when this movement appeared to me, I am aware this movement can dealing with certain physical problems. And that's become my teaching. And sometimes I pick the movement separate to teach people because it may not show other people, appear to them. Everything you do, you are aware what you are doing. You are not, especially spontaneous. Some practice spontaneous Qigong. I know some people completely like out of space. They are not aware what they are doing. They hit the wall or falling floor, whatever they do, they're completely like knocked out. And they may have, very happy moment, bliss. But that moment is temporary, phenomenal. It's not big deal. Those are, if you does not wear what's going on with your body, with your mind, that practice not very helpful. Mm-hmm. And besides this, and when I teach, I always tell people, you are not consider practice only on your chair, on your cushion. practice should be 24/7. Every moment about your daily life. Everything through the certain time of practice, you bring this skill to your daily life. Everything you do, you're aware. What are you doing? And everything you say, you know what are you saying. If your emotion arise, you know what brings this emotion arise and how this arise. And then when you're aware how that disappeared. So you're aware everything. And even in a dream, you go to sleep, you're still aware what's going on with the body. That's the true mind training. You even aware your dream. You know you are dreaming. Not, oh, I remember what I dreamed last night. But you need to know the time you are dreaming. You know you are dreaming.
That would be lucid dreaming, where you're in the dream and you're aware of the dream and you have control in the dream.
Yes, correct. So that's a kind of training. That's a training is to bring you, 24/7. Just think about this. How many hours you can spend in doing Qigong, doing any other Qigong? 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour. But compare 24 hours a day you're living, that's nothing. So if you bring your practice into your daily life, that's a benefit to you.
So it's a matter of holding that awareness of that inner awareness 24/7 and going with that wherever it takes you or wherever that flow takes you and just paying attention to your surroundings, the animals, the trees, the people, everything, and have a wonderful equal exchange with everyone.
Yes. It's very important to have equal exchange. I know the one last retreat we went to a mountain. We practice, engage with sun practice, and wherever we go, I explain to students about do not just taking energy from tree, get energy from heaven, or all this movement. You are sharing, not taking. You are sharing yours with them. When you have different thoughts, and that power is different. You are the universe.
Yeah, that we've been taught in the West here all of our lives, basically, that we are separate, and that we gain happiness and joy through outer acquisitions, material objects and things like that, and your position in this society basically is determined on how many of those little green pieces of paper you have, or your stock portfolio, or what kind of a car you drive, or what kind of a house you live in. And it's kind of sad, and it's so important right now that is such a dead end, that people have an option to find out what's really of value, and that is what is within, and how you treat others, and how you carry yourself through life.
Exactly. We looking for happiness, but we do not really realize what is happiness. Happiness is not what you have more make you happy. Some people very rich does not make them happy. So happiness is from within. The satisfaction. And also, sometimes giving make you more happy than receiving.
I think that there's such an extreme imbalance here in the West, and everybody's focused on receiving and what